Well, well. Good morning, guys. I know it's been quite some time since I've done a YouTube live. Um, well, here we go. It is time to do a life update and a life talk because, guys, if only you guys can imagine what I have faced, what I'm currently facing, what I have gone through. It's not been smooth sailing in my life completely. It's been a lot of ups and downs, and I'm just gonna explain from beginning to end. Throughout the year, and I'm gonna explain something that happened yesterday. It's not very good. Still in the process of taking care of that situation today and everything, but this is probably going to be rather long. I do have a green indication up for the CSX L612, so I'll probably just get them here on live today and not even worry about a video on it because, yeah, I'm just, without further ado, let's go ahead and get the talk underway. For those of you who are joining, good morning. Good morning for anyone who's new here. I am your creator and host of CSX Mainline Production, and we just go with the swing of things, how everything go. But anyway, guys, one big question that a lot of folks want to know: why are videos so far behind? It's got a lot of reasons why. Okay, number one, I've been behind in videos for several months. I've been behind in videos all year long. I've never caught completely up from last year. I got really sick at the end of last year. I was behind with the intro and everything. Some videos got behind. And then from there, a lot of recovering from being sick, maneuvered me from being behind. Then coming out every day, getting videos threw me behind. Not having space threw me behind. And had some here and there out of town trips. Done been to Hamlet this year. Done been to Pembroke. Done been to Folkestone. And, different little places up and down the A line so far this year. There's more to come throughout the year. You guys stay tuned. There's lots of great videos that I do have coming, but I just haven't got to them yet, as I do put all my videos in line together, from oldest to newest. So I am currently, about 3 to 4 weeks behind currently right now as we speak. I'm doing all right, buddy. And what's up, Double Trouble Rail fan? Uh, I'm doing all right, guys. Everything is not okay, like a lot of people think it is. It's not. Everything's not been okay. Some stuff have been, but guys, I just never really caught up. I've never really had the chance to fully catch up on videos. Even days I've taken a break, there's been other things going on where I've had to stop and not be able to do so. And then another thing is because of working, then me having to have rest. I've been tired, guys. I've been honestly tired. I barely sleep some days. Some days I don't go to sleep. And it's the truth. Um, but for those of you who don't know some of the other things, I did lose my grandmother this year. She was 90. I did lose her back in May, on May 1st. So that threw a lot in what's been going on as well. It's been a lot of, racing thoughts, a lot of sadness, a lot of depression and everything. So that's been another thing that's been going on. Still recovering from that. I'm still not okay from that because it's like, man, you're still taking time to process things like that. And like, you know, We don't question the Lord of why things happen. You know, things happen. We're all gonna come to that, day one day where we're all gonna, pass away and everything. So, you know, it's a part of life, something that everybody has to go through, something that everybody has to face, no matter how old you are or, necessarily when you're gonna face that. But it's not been the best of what I wanted to be this year. I wanted to be a great, great, great year for me, but then you got things like that happen. And then, not to mention that, I don't normally talk about my relationship life or love life, but I'm just gonna say I was talking to someone, and there was a lot of drama, a whole lot of drama. And then not only that, but it also had me down in the depression side of things. Basically, I just got to run around with it. It's not only that I just got to run around with it, but there was a lot of craziness in it, toxicness. There's a lot of disrespect, disrespect from the person's family, them not letting the person stand up for themselves and be a woman in it. Then there's like a say so of what me does when that person's literally an adult just as well as I am. For those of you who don't know, I am 22 years old. Um, I'll be 23 later on this year. But guys, honestly, it's like it's been one thing after another, and not to mention that, but I've been battling my own not feeling so great moments where, dealing with body pain, and not only body pain, but sicknesses. There's actually a sickness that I did catch about, 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, however, give or take. Because I think it was in April. Yeah, I think it was in April. If I'm not mistaken, if not April, then it was March, where I did get sick so bad to where I couldn't even talk. Really, it hurt to talk, and then I sound like there was something stuck up in me, or like there was something wrong with me. So I've dealt with 2 to 3 sicknesses within like 6 to 8 months. So it's kind of been kicking my butt. December I had the flu, so it did me really, really bad, to the point where it could have just about took me on up out of here. Which you know what I mean by took me up out of here. Could have been dead because it was that bad. But it's been thing after thing, guys, that I've had to battle, that I have to go through, or have had to literally face. It's like I said, it's just not been the best of life. And now, not to mention that, but ever since me going through the breakup stage in my life, and then also losing my grandmother, no one has made it easy for me. It's been a lot of disrespect from people for no reason, over, crazy things, over little things. It's just not been good for me. It's like when you think you gotta relieve a break, it's something else that comes up. Or if not that, it's been, family members that hasn't been making it so easy for me. So it's so depressing. It's so stressing. And it's just not been easy for me. Like, you guys see my eyes right now. It's just like everything is not where it should be, but I'm doing everything I can to make it better. But, you know, losing a loved one takes time to get over. Going through a breakup, it takes time to get over sometime. But it's not only that. It's not only that. But if you actually have had a relationship that has actually been really, really, really good, and something you really, 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 really enjoy, that's been no better than any of the others that you've been in, it really, really stinks. So it's just not something that anyone would want to go through, or something that anyone would want to suffer from, or feel like they just have to deal with or face. It's just been some of everything. And then, not to only mention that, but instead of folks that you would think that would be there for you through your hard times, they haven't been there. It's either they've kicked you to the curb, they've made it worse, or literally just make you feel like you're nothing, like you don't even exist on earth. So I have not been doing the best far-wise of my eating habits. Kind of been overeating, stress eating, just eating whatever, not knowing what to really eat. It's been a lot, and I'm not gonna tell no fib. From December to now, I've gained 8 pounds. Uh, a weight thing is something anyway that you're not gonna be able to control. I mean, it's pretty much. It's not irrelevant. I wouldn't say it's irrelevant, but you know, just think about all the stuff that I have gone through or have been through. It's just not been okay. And I mean, if you guys look at me right now, you guys can still see that everything is not okay. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to put it to you guys like this. Be careful, especially for anybody that's under my age, around my age, or somebody above my age, somebody that may not be born right now, that may see this in 10 to 20 years from now. Take this as a life lesson learned. Know who's for you and who's not for you. And learn to get yourself out of certain situations before it's too late, and before it costs you to feel so bad to where you feel like you got nothing left of yourself. Because there are folks that will make you feel that way out here. And in today's world, the way everything goes, it's just like, whatever, man. Like, sometimes I just throw my hands up and I'm just like, whatever. Because it's like, you can't get a break. And I mean, I've literally had people, you know, joke around with me in a certain way, and I haven't been handling that all well. It's part of losing someone you cared for, and it's part of losing a loved one, and it's part of you trying to get your head right and life cycle. It's so much. It's just so much. So I mean, and day in and day out, I try to make sure I'm out here to do something to take my mind away from all of the stuff that is causing me to feel a certain type of way. I am so sorry for all of the comments I've missed. Hello. Thank you guys for, all of you guys' thoughts and opinions, on everything that I've discussed so far. We're, about to be 15 minutes into this live. I just, want to make it better for other folks out there, or folks that may be going through the same similar stuff as I am. But what I want to tell those folks is just, guys, just stay focused, please. For whatever you guys are doing out there in life, just stay focused. I mean, I just try to balance my life out between things. And Now, let's explain the first responder part. So for a lot of you guys, you know, known, or for the ones that have not known, I am a first responder. Well, let's say some things happened yesterday. As I said, you're gonna come across some really mean, not so nice, disrespectful, and unkind people. What I'm gonna explain is my boss guy. All I can say is he's just not a good guy. That's all I can say. He cusses at his workers. He makes very meaning demands. He doesn't talk to you the right way in general. He just talks to you however he wants to talk to you. And that is not the way any CEO or boss is supposed to run a business. He's supposed to be a business of an ambulance company. And he talks like he has no kind of home training, or like as if he has no type of respect. And then he gives favorites, and stuff like that. So it's been a lot with that. And then, not only that, he's falsely accusing me of something I didn't do, something that he's made a reputation for, because he has a filthy mouth and he runs his mouth a lot and he talks a lot of crap. I'm not gonna cuss on live or say anything, off the wall, but he talks a lot of crap and mean stuff to people. So he's got to think about the reputation that he's made for himself, and knowing that there's a lot of folks out here that do not like him personally. Because I've spoken with lots of folks, and they've even told me, man, be careful with this business and working for this guy here, because he's something else. And he's very mean. You don't tell your workers off by cursing at them, yelling at them, or threatening to take their paycheck away from them, or taking pay away from them. So on the flip side, I'm not going to get too deep into everything that is going on in detail, but all I want you guys to know is there's something better in place for me. Being a first responder, I do love, but I can afford that somewhere else, just not with this company that I am with. There are better things to come in life. There are better things for me to do in life. And one of the biggest things that I want to accomplish is right here behind me. This company right here is what matters to me the most. And if not even this company, any train company matters the most. Getting my way in those doors is one of the main things that's on my mind right now. And I want to make sure I make it. And I don't want anything to mess it up or anything. But guys, all I'm going to say is me and the company is going to depart ways. He gave me some rude text yesterday and everything, and I'm not having that. And when a job does that, I want you guys to know this. There are more options for you in life. Don't ever let no one manipulate you and tell you that you got to deal with somebody being rude towards you, or deal with a job that doesn't pay you right, that pays you unfair, that owner fusses and cusses at you and makes it seem like you're not a good person. And they're so unorganized. And not to mention that, but has equipment and ambulances that literally are unsafe, running hot, catching a fire, breaking down, losing brakes, and so many other things on a daily basis. Every day I've worked for this company, there's been something wrong with a different vehicle. Every vehicle on the lot has had a problem. Here comes a train. We will finish the talk after L612. Guys, only thing I'm going to say about the job is he doesn't want me there. He's thinking that I called the head people that's called DHEC or OSHA on him because of him running bad vehicles and everything. Guys, I didn't do any of that. We know some other people that may have, but yet again, that's why he's mad. So he's just gonna take it out on whoever he wants to take it out on. But guys, that's not my problem. But anyway, here's L612. Guys, that horn right there, oh my goodness. That is one of the loudest horns right there on one of the 700 series, 7,000 series. That train right there is, I mean, I'm telling you. Double trouble, if you do come to Florence, that'd be nice, buddy. We can try and hang out. I am in Florence, South Carolina. I'm at the age 295 milepost, Pamlico Highway crossing. You guys can see L612 got a lot of loads here. But yes, yeah, he is mean. He's very rude, and everybody knows it. L612's got it stretched out. He's pretty long. We'll get his axle count. Stumble on that train is the CSX L612. The L612 starts off in Florence, South Carolina, Head south the lane, South Carolina, where it terminates.
CSX Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 295.8. Track 1. No defects. No defects. Total axle 226. End of transmission. L627, CSX 78. Clear DD. No defects. Good action count.
There you go. Pretty healthy size local this morning, guys. You see that right there? Just for him going slow. You know, he's not all that long. But look how he's already got traffic stacked up right here. Nah, that was a 7086 with a really loud horn. That's not really a normal horn to have on one of those locomotives. But it's on there and it counts. And it's really loud. Alright guys, anyway, we're gonna continue talking here a little bit and so we're back here, guys. I tell you guys, I don't even really know what to say because it's so daggone much that has happened and so much that I have to deal with or have gone through. Oh boy. I woke up pretty early, guys. Probably once I'm done getting off live, I'm gonna go grab me some breakfast. I'm probably go back home and take a nap for about an hour or two. I do have a 10:30 doctor's appointment today, so I'm gonna go and grab me some breakfast here because it's 7:31. So I got about just under 3 hours before my appointment. So I'm probably gonna go home and go to sleep for about an hour and a half. But it depends. I may not go to sleep because just typical stuff. Barely sleep. As if not, I gotta do something for someone. I gotta go and do something. It's always something, guys. I tell you, like I said, it's not easy. You can tell the horn is loud by how it sounds right there. Wait, you gotta wait. Rail Fan Bowler Kid Production 2.0. You got a sister? I thought you only had a brother. So guys, one thing about this scanner here, this is a 14-inch antenna. It lasts us all day. Like I can use this thing all day and then use it all day the next day. This scanner here is a really good one. It lasts us for a very long time. Very long. And as I said, I purchased this back in November right here. So I've had this scanner for a minute now. Unfortunately, I don't have the clip to the back of it no more. But as long as this scanner runs, I'm going to continue to use it. I'll hold it. I'll put it in my pocket. Or sometimes I'll just have my vest and stuff on. I'll just take it and just strap it into the pocket. But I'm pretty sure you guys want to hear about what's next for me for wise of work and my love life, and then like What other trips are on the schedule for me to make this year on CSX Mainline Production? Like, what trips could you expect? Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of the juice out there for you guys. If all does go back well, I am supposed to be making a train trip this year for my birthday. Where will it be? I don't quite know. But if I do make a train trip, I'm looking at doing Folkestone or Waycross. But we'll have to see, because there is a lot of events going on in the month of October. There's a NASCAR event on the day of my birthday in Charlotte. There's a air show in Virginia Beach the day of my birthday. And my favorite NFL team, I like the Dallas Cowboys. So for some of you who are there that not a big sports fan and don't really like football, or are a sports fan and don't like my team, sorry. But there's also a Dallas Cowboy game going on the day of my birthday. So it's like, what do I do? And then not only that, there's a lot of fun action, like, you know, carnivals and fairs and stuff going on in the month of October. So, and then there's no telling what else is in the month of October. It's a life cycle of fun events that go on. October is always a very exciting month for me. It's always something that I enjoy. I always enjoy the month of October, not only because it's my birthday month, but so much fun action happens in that month. And I look forward to, you know, sharing some of that action here on the channel or for whatever I do. I don't remember you telling me that, buddy. We are 32 minutes into this live. 33 now. Guys, stay tuned to my channel here this afternoon. I know you guys probably see that there are some videos scheduled really later on the day. I'm going to bump those up. Right now, I'm working on a big video before then of a meet between a meet/race of I-195 and L491 heading into the yard. So I'm still getting that video balanced up. Once I get that video up, the rest of these videos will drop immediately after. But they won't all be at the same time. But for those of you who have never caught the CSX L491 from Hamlet to Florence, for those of you who are local rail fanners and local guys that watch my channel, for those of you who have not catch L491, that is a train that I encourage you to catch. I'm telling you right now, for those who thought that L640 was, hey, that's the best local train that's around here, L491's got to run for their money. I mean, L491 comes in big just about every day. And actually, I caught L491 last week with 5 locomotives. And it was really long. He was at least 600 axles. I gave him at least 600. And guys, no, I have not shrunk. I do have a tripod that's standing up. That's what you guys are currently sitting on. Guys, I'm not very tall, but I'm also not very short. So guys, I'm only 5'9". Unfortunately, I'm not 6 foot, but it's okay. No need to worry about that. It's about how you present yourself in life. It's not about your height or none of that. But is there any questions or comments or anything else anybody want to know? Anything I didn't cover? Anything that I missed? Because I can go on and on and on and on and on and explain whatever. And I'm pretty sure it's going to take a long time for this live to upload. For those who will go back and watch this entire live from beginning to end. Or for those who have not watched the live, those are who's still sleeping or on the other side of the world or a couple hours behind, whatever, ahead. I hope you guys do enjoy this live, because this is one, and then there, you know, look for the important parts in this, you know, for life lessons learned and stuff like that. But not even life lessons learned, but, you know, to take some of this as a little bit of medicine, as a advice to kill sicknesses and with disrespectful people and people that just don't care for you and that don't honor you. How many CSX Heritage units have I seen? Every single one of them. All of them. And if you guys don't believe me, go to my channel right now. Click the playlist. And you guys can scroll down all of my playlists. And you guys can find whatever you're looking for. I promise you, if you go to my playlist, you can find some of anything that you're looking for. Go to my playlist where it's called Heritage Units, Spirit Units, and Special Units. You will find everything there you're looking for. So those of you who are thinking, hey, you've never caught 3194 leading, you never caught 911 leading, you never caught 1776 leading, wrong. Go on there, check, and I promise you, you guys will find it somewhere on there. No matter how long it was ago, I've gotten them. And yes, I have gotten every single heritage unit out there. And that this is not talking about 3194, 911, 1776, or 911, 343, or CSX We Are One 4720. Those are all special units. We're talking about the heritage units like B&L, Baltimore and Ohio, Chessie, Chesapeake and Ohio, the Seaboard System, the Seaboard Airlines, the Seaboard Coastline, the Monon, the New York Central, 1851, 1852, 1871. I know I haven't named them all, but guys, if you generally go to the YouTube search bar and type in CSX Mainline Production and type in every single heritage unit of their number, I promise you, you'll find each one of them, no matter if I caught them once, twice, or more than that. So there's some people, I've had somebody say, you don't got the clinch feel on camera. You're not looking hard enough. Now, obviously, you didn't search it up or search it up enough. Because I do got the clinch feel on a train. I got it on a northbound loaded coal, I got it on a northbound empty coal and trail. And just recently, when I was sick about 2 months ago, I got it on an M410 leading the train. So I have gotten all of the CSX heritage units. I understand, buddy. Spend time with your family. Here's something I want to tell you, because, you know, we both know how old you are. We both know your age. I want to tell you something. While you're young, spend as much time with your family as you can. Spend much time with your loved ones as you can, because when you get older, you're not going to be able to do the same things that you've done while you're the age that you are. You're not getting younger, you're getting older. And what I want you to understand is, just honor that time. Because when you get older, you're going to have to work for yourself. You're going to have to make your own money. You're going to have to be at work a lot more. Enjoy this time while you're in school. Because there's a lot of people, oh, I hate school, man. Or I hate spending time with family. I hate being not able to get trains. Listen. I want to enjoy my time while I'm young. Because I once said that same thing. And look at me now. wish I was still younger some days. Some days I still wish I was at school. But I'm an adult now, I'm older, and I got priorities to take care of, and, you know, bills and stuff. So I have to do for myself and not depend on my mom to go buy my food, or my mom to just sit here and just give me money and say, here's your lunch money, son, and all this other stuff. Once you get my age, the responsibility is going to be on you. People can help you, but the majority of the responsibility is going to be on you. So just remember that. I know. I just got done saying that like 5 to 10 minutes ago. Like 5 minutes ago. L491 is a long local. Not all the time that it's very long, because I have caught it short. But the longest local I've ever filmed was L795 down in Folkestone. I got L795 at 835, 838 axles, something like that. So like any other questions, like 4Ys of what's my favorite train, what's my favorite heritage unit, you know, my favorite CSX, my favorite Amtrak, or what places I enjoy going to. Anything from anybody. Because I am gonna look at cutting this live here soon, because I'm already 42 and a half minutes in. I need to go get me some breakfast, guys, and I'm getting pretty hungry, and then I'm pretty tired. Have I seen any NS Heritage units? Yes. One. Just one. But it was by total surprise, because I didn't know it was coming. So happened to be lucky in Spartanburg, South Carolina that day. And it was on NS 24X. Had no idea in the world I would catch my first ever NS Heritage unit on that day. But I do have one NS Heritage unit, and that is the NS Conrail. But one of my things is here in the near future, starting this year and on forward, I am looking to try to catch all of the NS Heritage units. Hopefully, the next time I go back to Spartanburg, I do catch another NS Heritage unit. Which, there's a possibility that I may be going to Spartanburg again sometime soon. I don't know for sure. But if I do, I'm hoping for the best, and I'm hoping to catch some good stuff up there. And I tell you another place I am going to start looking at going to go railfan more. I'm going to start looking forward to going over to Columbia and start filming over there too. Because that is a place that I'm kind of interested to see, like, what all runs through there, and like how the action really is day and night in Columbia. So Columbia, South Carolina is one of my biggest spots that I am investing in for Wise of Train. So you guys stay tuned, because I've only been to railfan in Columbia one time. But look out, Columbia, South Carolina is going to be a place that I start trying to get a lot more stuff at. Then I'm going to also try to make my way to Charlotte, get some stuff there, Charleston, and Augusta, Greenwood, South Carolina. So for those kind of local places that are like 1 to 2 to 3 hours away from Florence, here where I'm at, where I'm based at, my hometown, you guys kind of be on the lookout for those of you who are around the Charleston area, or Columbia, Augusta, Spartanburg, Charlotte, or Greenwood. And even some other places like Thomasville, North Carolina, Raleigh, Rocky Mount, Selma, Wilson, Fayetteville. Just all of you guys in those areas, be on the lookout, because all these places, I'm going to try and get a lot more videos in these places here coming in the next half year to the next year. I can't make any promises that I will be all of those places by that amount of time, but I will do my best to at least make 1 to 2 to 3 of those trips happen in the next 6 months to a year. Which I know the next 6 months to a year, I'm going to make another appearance in Folkestone or Waycross. That's going to happen regardless. That's got me going to Folkestone and Waycross. That's got to happen at least once to twice to 3 times out of the year, at least. That's going to happen. So, I just hope the next time I do go down to Folkestone and Waycross, I get just as good action as I did the last time. I got a good deal of heritage units. I got a storage move. I got foreign power. I got a heritage unit duo. But not only just any heritage units. I got 2 Amtrak heritage units and like 3 or 4 CSX. Because while I was down there, I caught 1877 Chicago and Eastern Illinois. I caught CSX 1899 Pierre Marquette. And let's see. Oh, and the Heritage Unit Duo, I caught CSX 1851 and 1853 paired together. And then after I left, like a day or 2 later, they decided to pair 3 Heritage Units to a triple Heritage Unit Duo. They did 1877, 1851, and 1853. All on the same train. I would love to get 1776 and 4720 together right now. And then there's some other heritage units running together, because I just seen a couple days that the P&LE and 1877 are running together. And I think that's it that's running together. But I've already got an Amtrak heritage duo. I would love to try to get another duo. The last time I was in Folkestone, they were running that 40 and 41, and they weren't in the area at the time. But the day I was leaving, they were heading back south towards Folkestone. I literally could have had Amtrak 46 and Amtrak 203 and another Amtrak duo. Oh yeah, 1857 and 1972 are paired together. I didn't know if 1877 and 1875 got broken apart or not. Guys, remember, I don't pay attention to everything in detail because, like I said, guys, I work and I have so many other things to do, so I'm not able to always check these apps. But yeah. But anyway, guys, I'll probably do a separate video on this or do another live, guys. I thank everybody who has watched this live this morning or take the time to listen at me jibber jabber and everything and so much other stuff. I thank everybody for joining this live and everything, guys. It's about time for me to go ahead and hop off of here, go get me something to eat on, and probably go take a little hour nap or so before my appointment. At least if I'm up by 10 o'clock, I can make my appointment. Because appointment's at 10:30. So, like, I go get my breakfast now. Let's say I get home at, like, 8:20. I can rest. But before I go, let's see. Those Amtrak Heritage units, I've gotten all of those. Whoa. That 184, I don't. Okay. I know the big game unit does not exist anymore, is what I heard. So, the big game Amtrak unit doesn't exist no more. But I have gotten it on camera. And you guys can go check that out. I forgot what unit it was. but I do got the big game on my channel. I do got Amtrak 130, Amtrak 164, Amtrak 161, RIP, rest in peace to Amtrak 161. And I do got Amtrak 160, and I got Amtrak 203, and I got Amtrak 108, and I got Amtrak 301. So I do got a good deal of the Amtrak Heritage units. I got Amtrak 164 more than any other. And it's between Amtrak 164 and Amtrak 160 and 161. I've gotten those Amtrak Heritage units the most. Then it should be followed by Amtrak 46. So I've gotten probably almost every Amtrak Heritage unit. Not all of them, but I got a lot of them. Woo! But guys, anyway, y'all be great. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's morning. Y'all have a great day. Y'all have a great evening, great night. Guys, just honor life. Be respectful, you know, and just, guys, do the right thing and stay safe out there. And God bless, guys. 'Cause a part of me wants to just fall back and just go to sleep. I'm telling you guys, I am super tired. So I'm going to go ahead and hop on off of here. And y'all do the same. Y'all take care. And stay cool out of this heat. Stay hydrated, because I'm telling you, the heat has been nothing to play with as of lately. So y'all keep that in mind too. Stay safe out here in these streets in general, with the heat and the weather, and with the crazy people out here in the universe. Be good, guys. This has been another live of CSX Mainline production. One was done for Dufour and a long time ago. And I'm gonna say, see you guys in the next one. Adios, guys.